So I want y'all to even talk about what is Mobb music. So I was talking to some of my youngsters, and they told me they thought the Mekanix originated the Mobb sound. And I let them know that, you know what I'm saying, the Mekanix definitely is holding the title. But where did the Mobb sound come from? And what is the Mobb sound? Like, what drum pattern is it, or is it a bass, or what is it?
The Mobb sound originated from the people who came before us.
Like who?
Ant Banks, right?
Too Short.
Too Short was producing.
Yeah.
Sam Bostic, DJ Durrell.
Mike D.
Mike D, Sonny B.
Sonny B.
CMT, EA Ski.
Tone
Capone.
One Drop Scott.
Like it's a lot. It's a long list. It's a long list.
Who else can I name? J Cut.
What is the Mobb sound? What is
it's hard. It's ill ass bass lines.
It's a lot. It has a lot to do with your sound selection.
Yeah.
What make it different from you got the West Coast sound, then you got a Bay Area sound, then you got a Southern California sound. What separates
Mobb? Like the West Coast shit, like the LA shit, that's G-Funk.
Yeah.
Okay, that's G-Funk.
That shit is more of a clean, a rendition of like Parliament.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really what LA, the early LA shit kind of was more of a cousin to like Parliament type shit. Whereas, you know, it was party, but the Mobb shit was more. I think what really hella separated it was the fact that LA had the Parliament sound, but most of the artists that came out over that sound came from a gang culture. Down now, the Bay, the Mobb shit was like, it definitely was reminiscent of funk. It's funk. It's definitely funk. But it was, the subject matter over the beats wasn't as fast. I mean, the tempos weren't as fast. And it wasn't as electric. And I think, and I know for certain, the subject matter over the songs it wasn't gang culture. Niggas wasn't rapping about gang shit over Mobb shit. They was rapping about Mobb shit, turfs, dope, selling crack, coming from nothing. Mama was a dope fiend, daddy was a pimp or a player, like them type of pictures. That's where the Mobb shit kind of.
People don't know a lot about the Mekanix. A lot of people associate y'all just with a styling, or just with a key, or just with a Snoop and 40, not knowing that y'all pedigree actually come from Digital Underground, and you know, working with the Loonies and stuff like that. So can y'all talk a little bit about how y'all from all over the Bay Area board when it comes to music? It's not
even
just
more than that. It's even more to it than that. Like bruh, he Oakland for real. And I'm more of my ear is, I was born in Oklahoma, moved to Hawaii, raised in Chicago, came to Oakland, and as a teen. So my ear is all over the place, like as a real fan of music.
How do that work together with y'all?
Because we in Oakland, so the face card is Oakland. You feel me? And that's where bruh stand at attention. 10 Huts, salute.
Right.
You feel me? Then I come around all that other shit where it's like, oh, we can grab some hip hop from the East Coast, or we can grab some shit from down south. We can grab some lingo or some shit from what Kanye or Common Sense might do from Chicago. Like, I can pull it from these other genres. Not to say that he can't, but I'm great at that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's your first. That's your first thing that come to mind.
Yeah, and then on top of coming from a DJ background, a lot of the records that I was DJing and playing, I really wanted to create, and the sound that I fell in love with out of all that shit was Oakland shit, Mobb shit.
Why?
Because like I was talking about earlier, the messages over the music. The type of artists, the Tupacs, the Scarfaces, the shit, fuck it, 40.
So outside,
you know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on and on.
Outside of
crazy,
Oakland,
the Game. That's what
the Game.
Richie Rich
in the music.
Yeah.
So outside of Oakland, because you know I never really lived outside of the Bay Area. what does Bay Area music look like to somebody who is not from here?
It depends on who you ask.
Right.
And who they listening to, like bro said, like you could get some game from that shit. Like you could really learn something from a nigga like E40 or a nigga like Too Short, or it's a message in that shit. Nigga just ain't rapping about nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They ain't just rhyming.
Right, nigga. Ain't just
Even
rhyming.
if they was rapping about nothing, you still would get a message from them niggas. They gonna teach you something.
Yeah.
And I've always loved that element of hip hop, no matter where it came from, you know what I mean? But the game definitely is in Oakland and in the Bay, you know, the game is just everywhere, so.
It's funny that y'all say that, and we already know for a while through hip hop that Tupac was one of the first people to say that, and I know that he was with Digital Underground and was with Pac. Why does he say that? I mean, what is this game y'all talking about? A lot of music has a message. What made Pac come to the West Coast and then say it's the game? He got the game from the Bay. He got the game from the town. What do y'all think that is?
Fucking with, like, that's that, you know, people be saying, I'm woke, or you woke. Well, to be here, to me, it means to be woke. Because if you're not, you're going to get taken advantage of, you're going to get walked on, they're going to finesse you out of your motherfucking clothes. You feel me? So you got to have some game about you. You can't be game goofy. And Pac probably came here, and, you know, he definitely had gotten contact with, you know, Double R, with Gov, you know, and anybody else from Marin to Oakland that just showed him what this shit is about. You know what I'm saying?
The Mekanix is top of the tier production-wise. What does the Mekanix look for in an artist? I'm sure that every time somebody know that y'all the Mekanix, they trying to get y'all some kind of tape or let y'all hear them rapping. What is it that y'all look for in a new artist? What do you look for specifically, Tweed, to say, you know, that person workable, that person is dope, that person is above the rest?
Something, you know, something that we can't get from anywhere. You know what I mean? A new style, or just bringing something unique to the table.